Hey everyone, before today's video begins, I'd like to remind you and announce our 2026 Shoe Shine Masterclass Workshop locations. 2025 was an incredible year for the Masterclass series, and we traveled across the country to some amazing locations and loved meeting so many of you. This year, we're teaming up with Raphael Snyder of Gentleman's Gazette in Minneapolis, Minnesota on April 11th, at Allen Edmonds in Los Angeles on April 4th, and at Carmina Shoemaker in San Francisco on March 28th, along with other locations announced and more to come. Head on over to theelegantoxford.com under the Masterclass tab to sign up. This paid class includes 1.5 hours of instruction and over $100 of Saphir products for you to take home. I'd love to meet as many of you as possible at our classes, so I hope you can attend. Our workshops are always an incredible time, and we've had multiple people attend 2 or 3 classes across the country. 2026 is going to be an incredible year for us. See you there. So today's video actually begins in Texas, of all places. As many of you know, I hosted a masterclass shoe shine workshop with Kirby Allison. And while I was there, one of the attendees came up to me and introduced himself. He said his name was Ali, and that he owned a shoe company called Legacy Bootworks, and that he had brought some samples for me to look at. And that really caught my interest. So after the class, he showed me a bunch of different models, which I really liked, but one in particular really caught my attention, and it was this boot right here, which I instantly fell in love with and I knew I had to have. Now, to my knowledge, this is the only type of boot in existence that's like this. And the reason why it's so unique is that it's a Lazyman boot. Now, for those who don't know what a Lazyman is, well, it looks like an Oxford first off, but these laces are actually fake. They're not real, you can't tie them. And the boot is actually put on using this elastic. So it's really a modified Chelsea boot in the spirit of Sir Winston Churchill's original Lazyman Oxfords that he would wear because he was getting older and a little bigger, so he couldn't really lean down to tie his shoes. So George cleverly actually made him a pair of wingtips that had a segment with some elastic and leather covering it. So they looked like regular shoes to the observer, but were actually Lazyman Oxfords. And to this day, George cleverly still makes that model, and that's where I got the info. They actually said, yeah, we made Churchill's original shoes for him. So this boot is made just like that. It's actually a slip-on, a Chelsea, and not an Oxford boot, even though it looks like one. And I instantly fell in love. I knew I had to have it. I've been thinking about this design for a while, on and off. I thought, man, it would be cool if I could find an Oxford boot that you could just slip on and not have to tie. And Ali had the vision. He actually designed it and did it, and the results are actually amazing. Now, the boot is hand-welted, hand-lasted, and has hand-stitched outsoles, which is top of the line. This is just pretty incredible for the price as well. They retail for about $450, which is really, really good compared to what you can get in the regular shoe world today. I mean, a pair of Allen Edmonds is $400, and this boot is built at a much higher standard. So I'm really, really happy with how these turned out. Now, Ali told me, and it's important to remember, that he doesn't do this because he's trying to make money or put food on the table with his project. He's doing it because it's a passion project, and he really feels strongly about heritage American styles that existed in the golden era all the way till today. And this boot really captures the essence of all of that. It strikes the perfect middle ground between regal and rugged at the same time. It kind of looks like a Vietnam jungle boot, a trench boot from World War I, or a World War II boot, combined with the finesse of an Oxford. And I really, really love it. I made sure to ask for dark brown calf, right, for the lower, and then for the shaft, some suede. So he did Annonay, which looks really beautiful, and then Janus suede, which came out amazing. And I really do like the color. It just looks perfect. Now, the pants are going to obviously cover this area, but I did want suede, just so that it could be softer and it wouldn't really constrict my leg. And I've always really liked this style. I also made sure to ask for a rubber sole. These are Day-Night-like, so it's a proprietary sole. But I really do like rubber nowadays. It's just easier to wear. It's more rugged in wet conditions of any kind. And it gives me a little bit of height, so I do like it. But even if it's not raining, if you just step in water or in anything like wet grass, I don't like what happens to leather soles once they get wet. I mean, they dry fine, but I don't know, I feel like the integrity of the leather kind of gets affected. So I really am enjoying day-night or rubber soles these days. And they're just safer for me. I've taken some nasty slips. And of course, there's always room and there's always a place for your leather-soled shoes. But for this project, I really wanted a rubber sole like this. So I'm going to call this project a complete success. If you have any questions or want to discuss a project with Ollie, he is incredibly kind. He's a great guy. I really have a good time talking to him about different things. Email him, message him on Instagram, and I'll leave his info down in the description. He's very open and receptive, and he's a really knowledgeable person about shoes. These shoes just came out great, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to wear them and shine them and style them and everything. But I really wanted to make a video about them. It's so funny. I do so much content about shoes that, you know, are in the industry or, you know, just work in general, but it's not super often that I get to do something that's personally like a passion project. And these boots are personally something I've been interested in, that I've wanted to see, that I'm interested in wearing personally. Because not everything I showcase in the review series ends up being worn. Some stuff's really amazing, but it's just not for me, or they don't fit right. But aside from, you know, the rare exception that I do keep and wear, which I've mentioned in other videos, these are definitely for me. These were made for me, my size, so I'm definitely going to be wearing them. So let's check out how they're going to look when I put them on. So I'm going to be wearing the suit that I've been wearing so far. It's a Glen Plaid by Surprise Indochino, which is a company I don't recommend, in fact. But if you're in San Diego, and San Diego only, they have the most incredible tailor on site named Pedro, and he is a miracle worker. He will do absolutely anything, and it always comes out perfect. He'll do shoulders. He'll do whatever you need. And it's not that I hate Indochino, but the cut of the suit is always too boxy, especially in the shoulders. But Pedro was just incredible. He was like, I will work on the shoulders. I will do anything you need. And as you'll see in a minute, I think the suit came out perfect. So if you're local in the San Diego area, for around $500 to $600, you're going to get a pretty decent suit if Pedro works on it. But other than that, I do not recommend Indochino. The suit is just too boxy, and the way it comes shipped is just not to my liking at all. So the boots were actually kind of hard to put on the first time. The elastic wasn't uncomfortable, but it definitely was tight. So I needed a shoehorn to kind of get that leverage to stick my foot in. But overall, they look incredible. I am really, really happy with how they fit and how they look. The suit and the boots really just pair perfectly together, in my opinion. So I'm really, really happy with the final result. They really do look better than I thought. And the colors mixed. They matched. Everything looks really, really great. So I'm going to be wearing it with this chambray shirt and a knit tie. It's a great combo, and it really works with the thick fabrics of the suit and this pocket square. But when you wear the trousers and the jacket together, it really brings the whole look together, making it one of my favorite looks and one of my favorite suits, honestly. If you want to be more classic, you can wear it with a white shirt and a classic crest tie. That's just another look that I like a lot and looks pretty good as well.